Good morning. Um, I thought I'd share some early morning thoughts that I've just stated over the night. I I have a lot of ideas that it's funny because I've shared some of them in the past, but um, and I will probably have to edit some of those videos because it did not reach the intended audience. There's things that I'm having to repeat that people just aren't getting, and it's very fundamental. It's like the cornerstone of understanding existence and like your place in it, right? Like the biggest trick that this world has ever played on humanity was it made you forget. And I'm not talking about like amnesia. I'm talking about strategic engineered forgetting of who you are, what you are. Like if you don't know who you are, if you're confused about that, then you can be easily controlled. So it's a remembering. And so anyway, um, just remember, like okay, so this might seem like I'm, going off in a totally different direction, but I will come back. You will see the point here. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of distraction right now in the news and the web media about so-called UFO sightings. Let me ask you a question. Out of all the phenomenon and closed cases and declassified documents with a bunch of blackened out areas, like, why is it that the government would be releasing footage now about something? And could it not be engineered? Because it's a lame video. It is a very lame video. Idio. It's a lame video. Um, and consider the source. This is like official media from CBS or CNN. Like none of that shit's credible. Like all those are I heard government co-ops. Is I also heard. Okay. But what that means is the media organizations are are teaming with the government to cast an illusion, okay? Like the government's not going to give you anything to help yourself. Like whether, the officials don't know any better and they assume that they're the good guys doing the right thing for the right reasons, or whether it's the swamp, whether it's the deep state that has a lot of secrets or whatever. They're not going to give you anything that is not for the sole purpose of distracting you or misinformation, right? So, having said that, creation. Earth is in a protected bubble. Some people, now this is an analogy, some people have called Earth Atlantis, that the hydrogen dome is actually what is described, in ancient texts and that sort of thing. Why? Because you're God's children. Because you have free will to create as God. And therefore, that makes you very dangerous to even God itself. Like there was a time that God was easily felt and seen among us. But humans have the power to create and destroy. Now, another cosmic law is that you can create anything, but you're not free from the consequence of what you create. So just as I have the right to create whatever I want in my life, so do you. But I don't have to live in your creation. Like, that's the dynamic. That's the dynamic quality of reality that they're so desperate to hide from you. So they keep you in all kinds of confusion. Now, um, aliens and that sort of thing, there's evidence of it because people are creating it. It all like kind of falls in what, spiritually people call the eighth sphere. It's a very tricky place. It's a very slippery place. I can tell you because I 10 years ago, like, I broke my ankle and I was bedridden for like 3 months, and I went down the rabbit hole, and and I heard all the narratives, and it had me believing things, and it had me manifesting things in my reality that I could see with my spiritual eyes. But when I got clarity through initiation and through gnosis, gnosis is the not just being taught information, but actually teaching yourself, assimilating the lessons. That's what gnosis is about, and that's what leads to true ascension. But you're really transcending your ignorance and your darkness into divine plan. That's what you're doing. So all this to say, I just laid a whole lot on you, but the eighth sphere, everything that's outside of Earth exists, okay? Dangerous people have tried to create dangerous things, but do not limit your power in this. Like, if you accept that reality, then that's what you're going to default into it. But, like, we're at a critical point where the collective has much more clarity and power than it's had in the past. So now, and not only are our numbers so great, like, there's the greatest chance that we will shift Earth from being like a type of spiritual prison to an idyllic place, like heaven on earth, like legit, like it says in the Bible, but not by waiting on your tough for Jesus to arrive in the clouds. That's never gonna happen. And neither is grand risings, like humanity is rising on its own. That's never gonna happen either. You are tied to your shadow, mainly your past traumas, all kinds of shit. And that's what I'm saying, like, this especially if you identify as a spiritually gifted or chosen person, you know that that's not a luxury title. Like, if you're chosen, you know it because your life has been hell, because this place is geared to stop that sort of thing. It's geared to stop people from ascending into their God form. Just real quick, also before, because this psyops is out there too, like people saying, I'm God and I'm the only thing that freaking matters. The mistake that Aleister Crowley made, his work is very important. Like, if you're up to the task, his work is very important to understanding, like, the secrets of the universe and manifestation. But that does not mean let it fucking go to your head. Always, 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 the biggest tip I can give you is remember that there is something above you. I will talk about source and the outside gods at a later date. For now, have a wonderful day.